You're welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Adebisi Okwemi, and in this video I am going to teach you how to become a professional smartphone video editor. Yes, professional smartphone video editor using only your smartphone. If you can spend the next 20 minutes of your time with me, you're going to transit from being a beginner in video editor to a professional video editor. And do you know what is amazing? You're going to be doing all of this with your smartphone only. You're not gonna have those days when you need expensive cameras or expensive softwares, or you need to pay a cumbersome amount of money to an editor to create content for you. Nowadays, in this age of technology, you can do it yourself, and that is exactly what you're going to learn in this video. So make sure you watch to the end. And if this is your first time on this channel, I need you to click the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and comment I subscribe, and I'll personally welcome you into this channel. You know, this channel is all about smartphone video editing, filmmaking, and a whole lot of stuff that can take your content creation from a normal level to wow, that is extraordinary level. So you want to subscribe now so that you don't miss my future update. And first of all, what is video editing? Video editing is the art of manipulating clips to create a final polished video, and I'm going to be showing you every processes and every steps in this video. So without further ado, let's just dive into it. So once you have CapCut installed on your smartphone, then the next thing is to fire up and get started. So starting a new project. To start a new project on CapCut, once you open the application, from the home page you see a big new project button. Just click on that new project, and it's going to take you for you to choose a video to import to your timeline. Before you can create a new project on CapCut, you have to add at least either a picture or a video clip, and that's what we are going to do now. But then let's say you want to preview your video before you add it to the timeline. You can just tap on the video and it's going to load a preview for you to watch. Then you can click on this button to go back. But then if you want to import your video to your timeline now, you see a circle bar at the top of each video clips here. So you just click on that circle bar. I'm going to use this second clip as an example, and you can see then I can add. You can add as many videos as possible. And then let's say you mistakenly add a clip you don't want, you can click on this minus sign and remove it. So I'm just going to remove everything and leave just only one for the purpose of this tutorial. So just click on add, and then this is your timeline. This is where you are going to do all the magic. This is where you turn just a little clip to a masterpiece. Let me quickly talk about the aspect ratio. In case you did not shoot your video on the aspect ratio that you want, you can still make a change here. Now, what is aspect ratio? I'm going to show you just now. You come down here, then you scroll to the right and you see aspect ratio. Just click on aspect ratio, and then you can see the original. You can see this 9:16. Now there are two major aspect ratio that you need to understand, and it's very popular one. We have a lot here, but the most popular one is the 9:16. This is the long format for TikTok, for Instagram shorts, and for YouTube shorts. This is the format. This is the aspect ratio that you'll be using. And if you want to use the landscape version, which is good, which means you are going to shoot your footage like this, you can use this 16:9. But for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to be using this 9:16. So I'll just hit this check mark, click on it, and boom, we are on the timeline. The interface of CapCut is not really that overwhelming. It might look as if it's overwhelming if this is your first time opening the application, but just follow along. So at the upper part of the application, you see 1080, that's your resolution, and then you see exports, and then there's this search button which you can use to search for stuff that we'll discuss later, and there's this X button that you can, that if you click it, it will take you back to the home page. So let me just click it back to the home page, and you can use that opportunity to rename your project. So to rename your project, just click on these three dots at this right side and then rename your project. So I'm just going to call this CapCut tutorial and confirm. Yes. Now it's always good to rename your project, because sometimes you might have a lot of projects, and then for you to start looking for it one after the other without a name might be it might not be very easy. So just click on, let me open the project again. So this is our CapCut tutorial project. So that's that about the top part of the interface. Now this big screen that you can see under the export is your monitor. This is where you are going to be looking and be watching what you're doing on your timeline in real time. And then under the monitor, there's this button that you can use to expand the monitor in case you want to see full screen, but I don't always use that. So I'll just click on this button to minimize it. And then if you look towards your right, you see the play button. This is the play button. You have to be using this a lot of time. And if you look towards your right, this is the undo and the redo button. So let's say I mistakenly delete something now, boom, and then I want to bring it back. Oh, I deleted something important. I just click on this button, it's going to bring it back. This will redo it, take it away, bring it back. So, and then the next segment of the application is your timeline. This is the fun part. So this is your timeline. You can either scroll like this to scroll to the, I'm scrolling to the right, or you can scroll back to the left. You can use your hand to pinch in order to zoom out. Just use your two fingers like this and stretch it apart from each other, and it's going to zoom out your timeline. You can now see it's very big. And if you want to zoom in, you can just use your two hand and pinch, and you can say this is the whole of your timeline. So then, instead of using the play button, you can just scroll to the side like this, scroll like this, you know. Instead of just using this one might be slow, but then you can make it fast like this. Now if you see, there's a button on this timeline. This is where you can import your other clips. Let's say I want to import more clips. I just click on this button here, and then it will take me, and then I can select more clips and add, and it's going to add them to my timeline. So now if you look at the lower parts of the application, you see some buttons. You see edit, audio, text, overlay, effect, and a whole lot of things. You can check them out. Make sure you check them out and get familiar with all of them. So these buttons are things that you can do to affect your video on your timeline. Now you need to understand that wherever you click on your timeline will determine the button that will show here. All these buttons that you are seeing, these are things that you can do when you are on your neutral timeline. But whenever you click on something, the effects and stuff that you can do to that clips, they are the one that will appear below it. So for example, now you can see what we have now. We have edit, audio, text, overlay, effect. Now if I click on this video on the timeline, it's going to change. It's changed to split, speed, animation, effect, and other stuff that you can do to affect this your video that you click on your timeline. Now let me add audio just so that you can understand. Then let me go ahead and add text too. Don't worry, you don't have to, don't worry about how I'm doing this. I just want you to understand something. Then let me go ahead and add stickers too. Let me add sticker. Let me add this one. All right, so remember I said that wherever you click on your timeline, we determine the buttons that we show at this lower part. Now if I click on video, you see we have split, speed, animation, effect. If I click on sound, audio, we have sound, copyright, sound effects. We have split, fade, volume, audio. And then if you click on, now let me quickly say this, if you look towards this left side, you see two arrow buttons. These two arrow buttons shows that you are inside the inside of your timeline. So for you to be able to do some other stuff, you have to go to the neutral timeline. And for you to go to the neutral timeline, you have to make sure that there's no arrow here. So you keep tapping on the arrow till there's no arrow there. And that is when you know that you are on your neutral timeline. So I want to go to the neutral timeline so I can select my text and sticker now. And then I can boom, and now I'm on my neutral timeline. So then I can go to stickers, and you can see if I click on text, you can see add text, split, style, text, animation, stuff. If I click on sticker, I have split, duplicate, animation, mirror, delete, multi-select, and all of those things. So you have to always understand that wherever you click on your timeline, wherever you click here will determine the buttons that will show down below. So the timeline of CapCut is not really that overwhelming, like I said before, but then you just have to understand what to click for something to appear. Now if you look very closely at this, you see that we have sound and I have my clips here. This is my video, but then there's texts and sticker on top of the video. Where are they? How can I select this text and sticker on my timeline? Oh my god. Oh, if you notice, there's this orange and this red line on top. It shows that there's the text and the sticker is there, but I can't click on it. So this is where you have to understand something about the timeline of CapCut. Now for you to be able to work on any element, either video, either sound, either sticker, or either text, you have to click on that specific object. Now if I want my sticker to appear now, I'll just go to sticker and click on sticker, and boom, you can see now I have my stickers, but the audio has disappeared from my timeline. It's not like it disappeared. CapCut just kind of minimizes so that it will not be too distracting. You know, this is a smartphone application. So if I want to see my audio again, remember this arrow, you have to click out of it to go to your neutral timeline. And if I click on sound, I click on audio, you can see my audio appeared again. So if I click on text again, I click on text, my text appear. You can see, so I can be able to work on my text and my stickers like this. So you have to understand that whatever you want to work on, you have to click on it from this neutral timeline for it to appear. In case you cannot see, you have to understand that. So to start editing my video now, I want to create a new project. So I'll click on new project and let me add all these clips I just created. I made this video for the purpose of this tutorial. Let me add all of them and then add 15 clips. So I'll just click on this add button and it's going to add all of them to my timeline. So these are the video. Now cutting is very simple. So remember, video editing have to do with manipulating clips and cutting the part that you don't want, leaving the part that you want, and then you arrange those part that you want together and polish it, and that's going to be your content. So let's start cutting now. Remember, you have to click on what you want to work on your timeline for some options to appear in this down side of the application. So I want my video to start from, no, I think I'm just waking up. The waking up side is the first where I wake up from sleep. I'm just going to pinch just to zoom together. You can see everything is becoming handy now. Aha, so this is the one that I want to be at the first opening scene. Now you can see it's at the end here. So how can I take it back to the beginning? And that's will take us to moving and stuff like that on timeline. So for me to move this now, just click and hold, boom, and then I can then move it to the beginning of my video. So I just click, where is it? Oh, it's here. So I'll just click and hold and just drag it towards this side. Let me show you up close. So I just click and hold and just drag it towards this side. Click and hold and drag, and now it's at the beginning. So that is how you can drag anything. You can just click and hold and drag it where you want. Click and hold and drag it where you want. So that is you arranging your clip. So to start cutting now, I'm zooming out. Remember, you can just stretch around just to zoom out. So I just click on the play button just to watch. I think I want to start the video from where I'm just waking up. So to cut away this part that I don't want, now you click on this video and then you look down, you see split. So just click on split and then you can now delete this small part. So you click on that button and then you delete, and that one is gone. Now it's starting from here. I'm waking up and then I did some exercise, but the exercise that I did first was me doing a sit-up inside the room. So I'll look for the clip, hold and drag. So let me expand it, then I'll click on play. Yeah, so this is the second clip. So I just want it to just a few seconds like this. Let me cut it here, split, and I'll delete the part that I don't want. Then I think it's okay like this. I'll click on it, split, and delete the part that I don't want. So I'm just going to go ahead now and just click and split and delete the part that I don't want. Click, split, delete the part that I don't want. I'm just going to go that and do it to the rest of the video now. So after my first cut, now I arrived at 58 seconds. That's still much. I don't want it to be that long. Just a couple of seconds is okay. So I'm going to go back now and do my second cut. I'm just going to click, split, and delete. Let me go again. So after the second cut, I arrived at 31 seconds. I was able to cut away some other part that are dull or I don't really want. So here is my final cut. So after you are satisfied with your cut, you're okay, then we can move to the next thing, which is how to increase the speed of your clips or how to add slow motion to your clip. I want the slow motion to begin here, just here, and end here. So for me to add slow motion to it now, I'll just click on where I want it to begin, here, then I'll click on the clips and click on split, because if I should, let me undo that. If I should add slow motion to this, it's going to affect the entire clip, but then I don't want it to affect the entire clip. I just want it to affect just a little place where I want. So from where I'm raising my head, I would click and split, and then I'll take my timeline to where I just went down here, and I'll cut again, split. So this is the one in the middle is the one that I want to slow down. So I'll just click on this footage, and then if you look below, you see speed. Click on speed, click on normal, and then anything above one is going to make it fast, and anything below one is going to make it slow. So I just want it to be slow a little bit. I think 0.5 is okay. 0.4 is good. You can see your clip is expanding on the timeline, so you can see. So I'm going to go for 0.5, and then if you look here, you see smooth slow-mo. So just click on this smooth slow-mo, and then I use this faster process. It will make it will process the slow motion very fast, but the quality will not be that okay. But and then there's better quality. It's going to process it slow, but the quality will be okay. So I'm just going to use the better quality. After that, then click on this check mark, click, and wait for CapCut to do its thing. So while we are waiting, if you are yet to subscribe, what are you actually waiting for? Come on, click on that subscribe button, smash that like button so that YouTube will recommend this video to more people. That's what's going to ginger me to be making more smartphone videos for you guys. So please subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and smash that like button. 83%, okay, it's 6 now. Let's go back to our video. All right, so now that CapCut has done its magic. So if you should just click now, you see that smooth slow motion, and then back to normal. So and then I want to add speed here. Now I want to make this one fast. So make this one fast now. I just click on the clips. I think I want to make the entire clips very fast. Okay, let me make it fast to this place. Okay, I'll make it fast to this place and then slow it down again. So I'll click on the clip and click on split. So I want this first part to the fast. Remember, I'll click on the clip and then go to speed, normal. Anything above 1 is going to make it fast. I'm going to go for 5. It's going to be really fast. but you don't need smooth slow-mo. Just click on this checkbox and it's done. And then I want to slow down this ending part to make it more, you know, dramatic, fast and slow. So I'm just going to, we can do a lot of effects with this speed thing, but that will be coming up in separate videos. So all right, so smash that like button. So then I'll click on this and then click on speed normal. I want to slow the entire video down, so I'll just click on 0. Let me go 0.3. then I'll click on smooth slow-mo, better quality, check mark, and wait again for CapCut to do its thing. Now that the slow motion is applied, so let me just play so that you can see, and then slow, very cinematic. So I'm just going to go, so that's how to add slow motion and increase the speed of your clip. So the next thing I want to talk about is overlay. Overlay can be really very amazing on CapCut, especially when it comes to doing some advanced effects and advanced VFX and stuff like that in CapCut. So for you to better understand what understand overlay very properly, I'm going to create a new project and just add this video that I just recorded just now, add to my timeline. So this is just the video. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the CapCut tutorial, and I wake up early in the morning, and then so overlay on CapCut means adding a video on top of your main timeline. Where this video is now is on top of my main timeline. So if I want to add another video as overlay, it's going to be on top of this video on my timeline. Let me just demonstrate that. So to do that now, look down, make sure there's no arrow here your neutral timeline. Then you see overlay, just click on overlay, and then okay, where I say this is a CapCut tutorial, I'm waking up, I wake up early in the morning, so I just add overlay and go to that my CapCut folder and add a video of me just waking up. So you can see it's on top of the video. I wake up early in the morning. So I just want to do where I'm waking up early in the morning. So, and then another way to cut and split your video is just by dragging it like this. You can see I'm trying to drag to where I'm just waking up. So I just click and then drag here. It's the same thing as split. So I can just go like this and then drag here, or I can just go here, click on this, split, and then delete. It's still the same thing. So I want to move it. Remember that you can move, the way you can move video on your main timeline is also the way you can move from your overlay. This is the CapCut tutorial, and I wake up early in the morning. Now as you can see, this video is on top of the main video. Now you can click on it and then just use your two hand to expand it like this, or you can use your two fingers just like this. Let me show you. Just drag it like this to make it full screen. So then I can just say, can just go ahead and say, I wake up early in the morning. You can see me waking up. Do some sit-up. Then I can add another overlay of me doing sit-up. So that's how you can use overlay. There are a whole lot of things that you can do with overlay. Especially when it comes to VFX. I'm still going to be dropping those videos on this channel, so you should be subscribed by now. Thank you. Now the next thing is transition. You can see, as you can see now, we have all this normal cut. We can even make it more interesting by adding transition. So to add transition is very simple on CapCut. What you have to do is look in between your clip. You see one line, one line that looks like number 1. Is this number 1? Okay, small letter L here. So you just click on this, and then CapCut will bring a whole bunch of transition that you can use. Just there's camera, there's light, there's blur, there's basic, there's distortion. Just go ahead and check everything around, check around the one that you want. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I just want to use from, okay, let me use from the camera, and then let me just use this pan left. You click on it, allow it to download, and wait, and you can control the speed here. Then you click on this check mark and you can see this CapCut transition style is here. So once you click like this, you see it's going to do the transition plume like that. So that's how to add transition. Now the next thing is adding text and emoji. Let's say you want to add some text to spice up your video. Adding text is very simple. Make sure that you're on the neutral timeline and then you just click on text, and from here you can either choose text templates. If you click on text templates, it's going to show you an already made preset of text that you can just edit and slap on your video. Example, let's say I just want to use this subscribe button here. I'll just click on subscribe and then boom, that is it. It's on my video already. You can see that is text templates. So remember, don't let any arrow be here. Click on your text, and this is text template, but I just want to add my own text. I just type. Once you click on add text, you can see you're going to type your text here. CapCut tutorial. Then you click on this check mark and you can see you already added your text. But then to edit the text now, you can either double tap if you want to do anything, then retype and click on this check mark. And then to make it, to enhance the text, just click on the text. Remember, when you click on your timeline will determine the button that will show you. Click on text and then click on style, and then you have access to some font. Change the font. You can change the font to whatever font you want. I like this Rubik. Then you can go to style and choose this one to show this black outline, this stroke. And then you can it's on text here. If you look now here, you see text. You can change the color of the text here. This is the color of the text, and then this text and this stroke is usually the most important. So if you can check around all other options, but then the one I always use is just this stroke. I'll go to stroke and control how that thin outline is big, so you can see the difference. So I like to increase the stroke. And another popular thing I always do here is I use this yellow or just this green one. And if you want your text to have background, just click around and look for a particular text preset that you want. This is effect. You can add animation. Do you want it to leap in or looper? Do you want it to continue leaping? You can just play around all these animation, add them to your text. For the way they enter, check bubble, check preset, check, just play around things here. So that's how you can add text to your project on CapCut. To add emoji and stickers now, make sure there's no arrow here. Your neutral timeline, then you scroll to the left and you see stickers. Click on stickers, then you can add any sticker that you want from here. Just check around and just go on. Add the like button if you want, add poll if you want. Anything you want, you can just add like that. So that's how to add text and emoji and stickers. So to add effect now, it's very simple. Make sure you're on your neutral timeline, that there's no arrow here, and then click on effects. And from here we have video effects, we have body effect and photo effects. I'm going to be dropping more videos on effects, especially on CapCut. So for the sake of this tutorial, I'll just click on this video effects. There's Astra, so I'll just click on Astra and then add. You can see Astra, so you can drag the effects for as long as you want it to be, but I just want it just at this beginning alone. So there are a bunch of them here, so just check them around and start adding effects to your video. Now let's go to adding music and sound effects. To add music and sound effects now, make sure you're on your neutral timeline, that there's no arrow there. Then you click on audio and click on sound, and then you have access to a whole lot of TikTok viral sound, TikTok socials, music, background music that you can add. But then you can also check through your phone. So you click on this folder and click on device, and CapCut is going to go into your folder, and from here you can search for the specific audio that you want. So I'm just going to add this to my timeline. So that's how to add your background music and audio to your CapCut project. And then the next thing is your color correction. Let's say you want to do some color, you want to add some filter. So to add filter, make sure you're on your neutral timeline, and then you go to filter, and then you can add any filter. I'm just going to slap this green lake. You can see the color. You see the color is different and everything is green. So you can either extend it to the entire of your clips or just make it anywhere you want, like that. I want you to end here. So that is how to add filter. You can go ahead, go to your neutral timeline, add more filters, movie, one day. This is magical. So that's how to add filters to your video. You can add color, and then there's adjustment. Let's say you want to make some adjustment. Let me just delete this filter. Filter is just like slapping a preset of color correction on your video. Adjust is for you to do it by yourself. So make sure you're on your neutral timeline, click on this adjust, and then you can see brightness. You can increase the brightness of your video. You can make it dark. You can do contrast. You can do brilliance. Just play around. Every footage, sure you just check around, dye things up, see what they do to your footage. If you like it, leave it. If you don't like it, tweak it more. So you click on that and you can see it added it to another layer on top of your video. So you can either drag it. Let me just zoom everything to make it small, and then drag it all over. It's going to add it all over to your entire video, but then I don't want what I would advise for you as a beginner is just to go and check some filters. If there's a filter that you want, that you like, slap it on in. Let me slap this one, this icon, and then you can even control. If you click on it and go to adjust, you can adjust the strengths. You can see it's almost like it's not there, or you can just dial it all the way up, and boom, it's really some presets are very nice there. So you can see my eye is red here, so you can just check around. And so after you are satisfied with your color and your adjustment, you can just go to this lower top right part and click on export, and then you can export your video and post it on social media. So thank you so much for watching. That is the end of the video. Like I said, I'm going to be dropping more VFX, and CapCut is very, very, very good for creating VFX, like effects, mind-blowing effect that you'll be like, wow, so this was created using a smartphone. I'm going to be dropping a whole bunch of them on this channel. So subscribe and smash that like button. And if this is your first time, comment and subscribe, and I'll personally welcome you here. So thank you for watching, and see you in my next video. Go and keep editing. Just shoot something and edit it on your smartphone. The more you do it, the more you get used to it. And the more you get used to it, the more you become a professional. So thank you. See you in my next video.